Hello and thank you for watching my channel. Be sure to click on the subscribe button if you want to see more short clips on leadership such as these. Tonight I'm going to be going over The 7 Habits of Highly Effective People by Stephen Covey. He is a US educator as well as an author, and I'm going to jump straight into it. The 7 Habits book can be rather complicating. I'm going to break it down for you. I'm going to go over each habit in as layman terms as possible. And it's important to know first that in the early stages you're dependent as a leader, and as we go through the different habits you'll become interdependent, and that's when you become most influential, and I'll explain all the rest in a short while. So the first habit is proactive. Being proactive in the workplace allows you to be more influential as a leader, but also to create more profits for the business by having an approach of finding solutions before there are problems and finding ways to win before having to be reactive to a loss, which obviously is hard to come over from a business point of view as well as in a relationship with an employee. So having a proactive approach in everything that you do is ultimately the first habit that you need to create in order to move forward with your approach and everything that you'll be doing. The second one is a goal, and setting yourself a goal, or beginning with the end in mind, as Stephen Covey would say. Having that vision of where you're wanting to end, and what it is that you're wanting to achieve and how you're going to get there is super important. And it'll be the second habit that you would need to create. It's being able to begin with the end in mind, understanding where the destination is that you need to go to and how you're going to be going there. So now we've got proactive, and we've got, that's it, begin with the end in mind. All right. Third habit is first things first. Prioritizing what you're needing to do, prioritizing tasks. Obviously, priorities will go to the tasks that will have the highest impact on the employee or the business, and being able to tick those larger tasks off, better known as eating your frog. So nobody wants to eat their frog, but it's important to eat your frog first so that you can get those unwanted tasks done and dusted. Now, once you have accomplished the first 3 habits, you will have had a personal victory. So as you move on, you'll see as we go further here that you'll end up having a public victory. Well, other people will start seeing your victories. For right now, the first 3 habits allows a personal victory. All right, once we've hit them, we start going into independence. So we were first dependent, now we've got the first 3 habits. Now we're becoming independent. All right. Moving on into number 4 is win-win. So thinking win-win in everything that you do, finding solutions that are beneficial to all employees, to employees and customers, employees and business. Finding win-win solutions is ultimately the best way and the best habit that you'll want to create in your environment. Number 5 is understand. So seek to understand and then to be understood. Basically what that is saying is that before bringing your message across to the employee, rather go out and try and understand why they had done something in a certain way, or why they had maybe made a specific decision, and then you can be heard to be understood. So it's important to first understand what the rationale was, what the motives were, what the reasoning was behind an employee's decision or behavior, and then you can always go and make your point understood to the employee. First and foremost, it is important to understand from the employee's point of view why a certain decision was made or why behavior was done, and then you can be understood. Second last habit, synergize. Synergize is pretty much the opposite of compromise. You're not compromising. You're not going to say, I'll give you 50% of my pie if you give me 40% of your cool drink. That's I'm compromising there. I'm having to give something to get something. Synergizing is coming together in a creative manner and coming up with a solution where everybody will win once again, just as in the win-win solution. Synergizing is coming together with a creative idea and a creative solution in an open environment and an open forum. Once we've hit the 6th habit, we are now interdependence. Right over here on the side, interdependence. All right, that's ultimately where you want to be. However, the 7th habit is vital. There's no point in going over all 6 habits and that's the end and that's the finish line. This is a continuous thing. This is habits that need to be alive for the rest of your time, and it's important that you sharpen your saw. Sharpening your saw, there's various ways you can sharpen your saw, but it's keeping yourself fresh, it's keeping yourself up to date, it's keeping yourself involved in these habits. As I said, keeping the habits alive, and that could be done in various ways, such as going over the habits again, installing the habits, practicing these habits. It could be possibly developing yourself, exposing yourself to more. Sharpening the saw is refreshing, it's energizing, it's rejuvenating. It's different ways of getting yourself going again. It could be in the form of exercise, it could be in the form of reading. How do you sharpen your saw, keep yourself alive, and keep all these habits alive so that you can be a highly effective person and a highly influential leader. Thank you for watching. If you have any questions, hit it in the comments, and don't forget to subscribe to my channel. Thanks for watching.